on to the next topic. All right. Once someone has expressed an interest in the opportunity, what is your process of converting the prospect to a field representative? Let me just go a little further. When do you pitch the business and how do you do it? For example, do you show the prospect the opportunity presentation, or send a prospect to your website, or set up a time to get together? I know that's a mouthful, but John, why don't you take that one first?
Well, when someone expresses an interest, this is more or less like a warm market type situation when people say, hey, I've used your food, or I know what you do, and I'm interested in what it is you're doing with this pet food business. I generally go straight to the story, and what I call the story, and that is what I was told actually long back when I joined, of Dr. Jane, being out of the pet industry, walking away from it, disgusted at how it operates, and that nobody, didn't seem to have much ethics left in the industry. And then mix that with Dennis and Carol's story, looking to start a company just like she wanted, but didn't know existed and didn't really exist because Trilogy wasn't around. And they went and found each other, and to make a long story short, which I'll do for sake of time now, they wanted the same things, and the company was formed 10 years ago as a result. And so that's why we do things very differently. That's how we have a fresher, safer product. That's why there's a business. And then at that point, if I don't have their interest, I don't have their interest. And I always just tell that story to kind of bring down home that we have a real company here. It started from a really good starting point. It wasn't just a commercial endeavor. And so that's how I do that. I'll let you guys expound on it.
Well, everybody that I talk to on the phone, I'm not talking about the selling system now, because a lot of my business is by phone and internet. So if somebody calls me, even if they're just looking for dog food, no matter what I'm talking about, what product I'm talking about, I always ask them, do you or anybody you know, could you use an extra $500 a month or more? And everybody will always say, well, if I don't, I can send you to, Mary or, Stephen or whoever. So I get a lot of leads that way. I think it's really important to tell your story. I think, like John said, the story is what sells, and the enthusiasm behind the story.
Well, I agree with everything they said. It depends, of course, on the situation. You meet someone that you don't know, of course, you go right into the system. I don't do anything right now other than when I meet somebody strange. Carol and I were on vacation for 10 days. We talk to people, I'm sending bags of food out. Of course, if you're spending on vacation with them, you're going to spend more time talking about different things. But I just use the system. And it's like John said, if it's a relative or someone like that, I just tell them what I really feel about what this opportunity is really all about, and just tell them that we have the greatest opportunity that I really believe on the market today, and just talk to them about Dr. Jane and our products and stuff like that. So,
Do we have a second?
Yes, absolutely.
I just want to say one thing because I have questions here too. But when do I pitch the business is how the question is, or when do I show them a presentation? As soon as they express that interest, the very first thing I do is I still take advantage of all the tools. I make sure that they either get an email that links to every single place you can link to online, and especially try to do it that way digitally. I used to do a lot of mailing in the beginning, but there's a lot of information, and the way I get through that people, as I say, if they say, well, can you send me any information? How many of you ever heard that before? Can you send me? I say, well, I can do you one better. I can get it to you right now. How would that be? And that kind of helps get me off the hook of having to go to the post office and become a delivery service. So I send them everything possible, send them to the websites right away, take a look and set up a follow-up. Or if we can do it simultaneously on the phone, that's primo. That's the way you really want to go, then that's what I'll do.